Okay. Okay. I think we're good to go. Just get my game booted right. Oh, hello, Crimson. Right on cue, huh? Gotta love some fresh water. Yeah, so today we're going to be continuing my shiny Pokemon challenge for Scarlet and Violet. And to make things a bit more interesting, I've added a new command and a new redeem that coincide with each other. So the command, which is just exclamation list, shows what Pokemon I still have left to hunt. And as Crimson's just found out, the new redeem. It's expensive, but it encourages me to complete the hunt. So right now, just like okay, so that's the next one then. I was actually in the middle of a hunt earlier, based on my location. I'm trying to get the East Gastrodon. As soon as I get that, which hopefully shouldn't take too long because it's a sandwich hunt, as soon as that's obtained, Dusk Lycanroc is next on the list. Can't type while I have a baby on that. Fair enough, fair enough. So once the Shellos is obtained, then we immediately go to Lycanroc. And I've set the redeem to every 30 minutes. Although maybe I should set it to an hour. Yeah, I think... Hold on, I'll go back and I'll change the countdown to an hour. Because... Well, what's going on? I don't know what I just did. I'm just being bullied by the system. I tried clearing the requests, but apparently they all had to spam me all at once. That's not what was it? It was me. I didn't realize manage reward requests when clearing them would just activate every single one of them at the same time. Okay. Oh, that's the shiny sound effect. I can't use that yet. That'll be tomorrow. Decide my next hunt. Change countdown to an hour. There we go. Alright. Okay. Hello, Necro! Hello! So, yeah, we are doing shiny hunting today. And I have set something up so the chat decides my hunts. Now, at the moment, I was already in the process of doing a Shellos hunt. And Crimson has decided my next hunt will be Dusk Lycanroc. Which will be fun! And as I've shown in the Discord, there is a new command which shows all the shinies I still need to get in this collection. And originally I was gonna like finish up after those few Pokemon, but I thought I might be able to get all that done way before ZA releases, so I thought I'd give myself an extra challenge just to do everything. So, gender variants that have actual different forms. So not just Scizor with a slightly different abdomen size. More like Meowstic, which completely changes form when it's a different gender. And look, here's the little devil I want to go for. The East Sea Shellos. The normal one is pink, but the shiny one, I think it's like a peach, orangey peach colour? Like more closer to the colour of a weasel. But as you can see, clearly I'm disadvantaged because there are a lot of water types in this area. And I've already phased before. Which Shellos would you date? It's a slug. That's my answer. It's a slug. So, I'm not into bestiality, thank you. If you mean which form do I prefer, then I prefer the blue one. Fucking fly, piss off! Freaking flies are everywhere. Can't wait till it gets colder and then they'll bugger off. Oh, I sound like such a Brit there, didn't I? British, yes. Okay. No, that's pink. It needs more of a peach colour to it. See, my last phase was a Wug Trio. It was nothing important. No, those are both pink. That one's pink. For that. Oh, wait. Damn. Oh, I also decided on what my possible teams would be for Legends EA. So the first and more likely team starts with Greninja, then Chandelure, which is confirmed. It was in a trailer. So Greninja, Chandelure, Chestnut, Halucha, a ground type, which not entirely sure which ground type, maybe Garchomp, but something that can Mega Evolve, preferably. There are a few ground options. Hopefully some new ones will come up. And the last one, I think I listed it down as... Oh yeah, Scolipede. Scolipede was going to be my last one. So yeah, Greninja, Chestnut, Chandelure, Halucha, possibly Garchomp, and Scolipede. Didn't even see Ditto there. Yeah, I'm regretting putting Ditto on that thing because I want to save Ditto for last because it's the most difficult hunt in the entire game. Yeah, with the Z18. The only reason Scolipede is on the team is based on a prediction, because I personally believe it'll return, mostly because it was in the X and Y regional ones. And when I was doing an X and Y Professor Oak's challenge, I got a shiny Scolipede while doing the challenge. So, of course I want to have a Scolipede on my team. And if for some reason it gets a Mega, ooh, can I name it Scolipede? Yeah, go for it! When the time comes, feel free to name it. With first playthroughs, I normally name all my Pokemon anyway. Will you name it Scoliosis? Probably not. Because I like to give them actual names. Not health conditions. Like, Normally, I like to give my Pokemon, like, anime-related names. At the very least. I have done for the past few years. Because Sword and Shield, I did not give them anime names. But yeah, I like to do anime names. If possible. So... no. I was thinking of that giant centipede creature from One Punch Man, but I think that name would more suit Center Scorch. Anime names as in we name it My Hero Academia. I mean, we could name them characters from My Hero Academia if they fit the bill. If they fit the description of the character, then we can name them that. Just call it... We're not going to name them after the anime itself. The characters within the anime. So, take Greninja for example. We could name it after a ninja character. Yeah, if we want, we could call the Greninja Naruto. Or if it's a female Greninja, Hinata. Yeah, so that's a good start. Already got some possible names for Greninja. Naruto and Hinata. Chestnut, call it Scochita, like Pochita and Scolipedid. That is a very creative name, honestly. It's almost like you're trying to insult somebody in Spanish. Is she? I don't know. Is she? Oh, one thing I should probably also mention about my playthrough team. It's going to be a full shiny team. This is the first time I'm ever going to do this. But I'm going to have my whole playthrough, my whole first playthrough, be with only shiny Pokemon. Completely. If it's available in the wild, then it's going to be huntable. And the Kylo starters will probably be wild encounters. Just based on how Hisui worked. So you can bet we're going to have a shiny Scolipede on the team. Shiny Greninja, shiny Chestnut, definitely shiny Hawlucha, but some of the most epic shinies actually. Well, maybe less so for Garchomp, but its Mega is a bit better. And the second team will be if Swampert is available. Greninja is gone. And so is the ground type, because Swampert will qualify as the ground type. Then Lopunny will be thrown in there. Because honestly, I feel like Mega Lopunny barely gets any love. It's never even showed up in the anime. I think I've used Mega Lopunny once, and that was in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But that was when it was unbelievably broken. Because back then, the move Return was a thing. Pair that on a Max Friendship Normal Stat Mega Evolution Lopunny. Oh my god, that was an incredibly powerful move. Is stream lagging or just me? Yeah, god damn it! Why? Every time I start stream! Ah! Is that better? Is that any bit better? No, not scuff. Shit Wi-Fi! Fuck you, BT! Ah. Can't wait so we can switch Wi-Fi providers. I'm sick of that stupid company now. Oh, it's fucking up again. Ah! Should have better... Yeah! Be nice if they responded to the emails requesting to switch. Damn right I'm mad. I'm pissed off at the internet. Never likes to work. It says it's connected. It needs to fucking act like it. Not just barely try. Where's our gimme gold there? Yeah. Proves how shit my Wi-Fi is. One day, we're gonna get actual Wi-Fi. One day. We'll just have to threaten BT with leaving the broadband service if they don't actually fix the problem instead of just not actually doing anything. Because swapping the router box doesn't do shit. It doesn't solve the problem. Bring up Wi-Fi Lite. That's not even an exaggeration. That is basically exactly what's going on. We have to pay for this shitty Wi-Fi. They don't make it worth our money. I'll probably cheer up when the Shellos shines. I'm hardwired. Hey! I have Ethernet cable as well. That was the one that was running first. Now I'm running wireless. You know it's bad when Ethernet is slower than wireless. You know it's bad when that's the case. Is that... no, that's just pink. You are smiling about Charlotte show today. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Hey, since the last stream, I've gotten at least 6 different shinies for the collection. Plus a couple extra because they were bonuses. So I know my luck isn't gone yet. I think you have the most shiny of anyone in... Hey. Look at all these. This isn't even including duplicates. This does not include duplicates, and does not include shinies outside of Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet made shiny hunting a breeze. Thing is, there's just so many consistent shiny hunting methods that it's easy to shiny hunt in this game. Should I go toe on your wing? What was it gonna do? It's detached. It's not even a real wing. It's just a magic trick. One day when I get when I get my own model, which honestly I could see myself getting an actual model by next year. I genuinely believe I could get a model by next year. Or at least get it commissioned. Because with the paychecks I'm probably going to be getting soon, I'll definitely be able to afford a VTuber model soon. Obviously I'll have to try and find a trusted artist. Can't wait to draw fan art. I can't wait to see it. Heck, if it's good enough, I'll pay you for commissions for it. I'm not even kidding. Because the PNG you made for free, I'd probably pay for it, being completely honest. Can you draw Bo fighting his old model? When he gets a new one. I still need to do concept art for the new one. Because I have some really old concept art, but it's seriously outdated. So I need to update it. So maybe I'll do it on stream one day. When I have literally nothing else to do... Yeah, genuinely, if I have nothing else to do, I'll probably just draw my concept art on stream if I can. Made about friends paying me? I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Pink ass. That payment. It really isn't. I think Crimson just wants to do some more 1v1s in Blaze Blue with you. That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Is that... No. Oh, I hope Floatzel doesn't end up being shiny. That'd be annoying. Oh, looks like I was right then. Crimson just wants a Blaze Blue match. Wait, hold on, go back. No. Do accept food as payment. Just scared. You do accept food as payment. Well, I don't live in America, so I can't directly deliver food to you. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not gonna... I don't think it would work like that. I could send the money so you can buy the food, because then it's technically still paying you in food. I know! I'm just trying to be practical about it. So, one thing I was thinking about doing, when Legends ZA releases on the 16th of October, I am probably gonna do an endurance stream. As soon as the game arrives for me, ow! I will do an endurance stream. And we will keep going until I beat the game. So if you don't want spoilers, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try and play the entire thing in one sitting. I got the idea from a YouTube video, and now I want to do it as well. But then again, since I'm shiny hunting all of them, maybe it won't be as efficient to do it in a single sitting. But I'm gonna pass out. Hey, I've got a caffeinated drink that can keep me alive. And then I'll have a massive nap and then get ready for work. Since it's on a Thursday, that's the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to try and beat the main story. But at the same time, I'm also trying to get shiny Pokemon. So there's a chance I might not be able to do it. I might have to do it in a couple of sessions. Must be nice, not needing caffeine. This one is... Unfortunately, oh sorry, are you yawning? I can't need caffeine as well, because chronic fatigue is a bitch. Literally. Although the caffeine doesn't really help much, all it does is stop me from sleeping. No. Women I have chronic fatigue, solidarity. Yep. Chronic illnesses are an absolute pain. Figuratively and literally. Personally, like, setting aside the massive cramps and stomach pains I can get, I genuinely think the fatigue is the worst part. Because it doesn't matter how much I sleep, I'll always be tired. Yawning! Stop! It just feels worse if I hold back the yawn. Well, it's a good thing we don't know each other in person then. A bite. Oh, damn it! There's a shiny weasel. I just said I didn't want this one. Ironically, the quick ball actually matches the color scheme. Alright, does it have any marks? I'll only keep it if it has the rare mark. Well, it's going to be wiped if I don't get a Shellos then. Oh. Crimson is spewing fighting words. The arrogance is gonna make you fit. Ugh. Not allowed. Yeah, Crimson. If you bite a mushroom, you're gonna get poisoned. That's just nature. Wait, Necro, isn't the kind of mushroom your avatar based on a poisonous one? I don't know much about mushrooms. Is the red with white polka dot mushroom a poisonous one? I genuinely don't know. I don't know my mushrooms. Extremely poisonous. Ah! So I was right. The more colourful, the more dangerous. Fly, agareg, amanita, muscara. Yeah. Also known as a red toast. You really have to throw in the scientific name, huh? So yeah, if Crimson bites back... Hey, you're calling Necro a nerd? What about me? My actual name is created from the scientific name of a snowy owl. Like, that's what part of my name is made of. Yeah, so the first part of my name, Biddy, like Biddy Biddy, which is like an electric onomatopoeia sound effect in Japanese. And then the Bo, which is part of the snowy owl's scientific name. And then Fukuro, which is just Japanese for owl. That's literally the origins of my name. I mean, the Bo is a tiny snippet of the actual scientific name, but... Hold on. What was that? Let me see what it actually is. I haven't seen it in a while since I made my name. The scientific name. There we go. It's literally just the bow in the first part. That is what makes the bow in my name. Yep, so there's the origins of my name there. I genuinely tried to make a decent name. For once. Come on, where are the Shellos? I did try and get a Shellos outbreak, see if that would help me out, but it didn't really do anything. Besides, I managed to do this last time for the West Sea form, so why does the East Sea form have to take so long? Is it because Wug Trio is actually here this time? I think it's because Wug Trio and Wingull are taking up spawn points. Sorry about the yawning, I can't help it. Come on, give me the peach-coloured slug. Right, but pink. But peach, not pink. That one? No. Such a pain. At least it's easy to tell. Yeah, hydrate. It's only been 30 minutes. My bottle's half empty already. What? Hello? What are you doing here? What these cyclers are? No. Oh, God damn it. No. Any one of these ones, maybe? No. Nope. Go in the light. No. This one? No. Oh, that's so annoying. I mean, I basically gave myself this challenge, so I shouldn't be complaining. This is literally just so I have something to do while waiting for Z8 to release. And hopefully, Fingers crossed I can complete the collection in time. Like, it'll be a pain if I can't complete it all. I think Ditto is going to be the thing that slows me down the most. Just because you can't see it in the wild. Technically. Because it disguises itself as other Pokemon. Even if it's in an outbreak. You also get better at sparking. I mean, yeah. But the real issue, Wi-Fi. Need I say more? Wait, is it already out? Oh, sandwich is out. With bad Wi-Fi, it's difficult for me to get a good opponent. And therefore, difficult for me to get good practice in. The best I can do is practice the combos in training mode. The fact is, I'm just not good at fighting games. But I enjoy it regardless. I enjoy playing the game regardless. And once I can get all the combos in and know how to actually play the game, then yeah. But I'm not spending 23 hours a day practicing. Oh, one interesting thing that's happened in Dragon Ball Legends, some of the Daima characters have gotten their English voices finally. So it's only a matter of time before Sparking Zero and Xenoverse 2 get theirs. It's only a matter of time. Which means the DLC should be on the horizon. And who is this? It's blue writing, I can't read it. Is it purple? Purple haze? Is that what it said? Purple haze? Let me have a look up here. It is... Yes, it is Purple Haze. Thank you for the follow. Ugh. I really need to change the color of the text. Wait, hold on. Wait. Maybe I can... If I go to Stream Elements... And... If I change the color of the text... Am I able to do that? Text settings... Color... Okay. Hold on a sec. Where is text? Change it to red so it's a bit more visible. Wait, hold on, no, not this one, not this one. That's the wrong text. It is this one that needs to change color. It's the blue text that needs to change color. Hold on. Give me a second. This one needs to be white. This one needs to be red. And then... where is... Okay. Cheer alert. Hold on. Wait, is anyone messaged? Someone new? Where? Yeah, there was a follow. I don't think they've chatted yet. Raid alert. Text settings. Change this to red. And then purchase. I mean, probably never going to see a purchase, but I'll just get the text sorted for when the day comes. Okay, save. And alright, there we go. So now, when something happens, I might actually be able to read it now. Because it's no longer blue text on a blue background. It'd be red text on a blue background. So hopefully I'll be able to actually read them now. Alright, water, water, water. Oh, hello Purple Haze! Hello, thank you for the follow earlier. Just reset the phone so you can see it. Okay, okay, okay. There they are. Hey! And so right now, I am shiny hunting this little one right here. Shellos, the East Sea variant specifically. Because right now, I am doing a shiny Pokédex challenge for Scarlet and Violet. Getting every possible obtainable Pokemon with the Scarlet and Violet origin mark. And I'm closing in on the end game now. So it's also going to include alternate forms, gender forms that drastically change the Pokemon's appearance, so Pyroar and Meowstic, for example. And then, yeah, some of the alternate forms like Shellos and Gastrodon. And, hopefully... here's the hope. Hopefully I can complete this challenge before Legends EA releases, which is October 16th. So I've got a little over a month, maybe a little less than 2 months, to complete this challenge. Are you doing this only in Scarlet and Violet? Yes, yeah. This is only Scarlet and Violet, so just the first 2 Generation 9 games. Just these 2. If it's not obtainable in Scarlet and Violet, or never has been, it doesn't count. So, we take Hisuian Electrode, for example. It's not naturally obtainable in the game, however, there was a mass outbreak event in the past where you could encounter it in the wild. And I was dumb and didn't take advantage of it. Because back then I wasn't doing this challenge. But since you can just trade them over from Legends Arceus, and I'm thinking it's technically fair game, because it was catchable originally. Oops. Oh god, no, stop it, Crimson, stop it, Crimson, stop it, Crimson! Yeah, hopefully, by October, by the time ZA releases, I will have obtained every single shiny Pokemon in this game. And, one little thing I've got going on. I'm currently having it enabled so chat can decide my hunts. I've got a command !list which shows the remaining shinies I have to get. And then I also have a redeem which can allow someone to choose what the next hunt will be. And at the moment, this is just my own personal hunt for the East Sea Shellos. But the first one after this, which has already been claimed by Crimson, will be a Dusk form Lycanroc. Now, yes, you can obtain it in the wild, but I'm going to be breeding for it. Because you've got like 3 minutes per in-game day of 72 minutes to obtain it in the wild. if you miss that tiny time frame or don't get the shiny within that tiny time frame, you're out of luck. So the easier way to do it, there is a terrestrialized Rockruff near Cascarafa, and it has the ability Own Tempo, which is the ability required to evolve Rockruff into its Dusk form. And so I'm going to be hatching the eggs from that specific Terra Pokemon. Do shiny locked Pokemon count in Scarlet? Only if they've been distributed. So, we'll go over here. No. Yep. Take these for example. Wo-Chien and Chien-Pao. If they've been distributed, or Gholdengo, which was a raid event, then I'd say they count. But if you are unable to obtain them at all, then I'd say we can skip. But as far as I know, I have everything possible so far. I mean, another extra bonus. I got Alolan Raichu. Specifically, I got 6 of them. During the Mass Outbreak event for Alolan Raichu, Pikachu, regular Raichu, and Mimikyu, I got 6 Alolan Raichu. Because outside of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, this is the only way to shiny hunt Alolan Raichu on the Switch. Due to them normally being only evolvable in the Sun and Moon games. Specifically in Alola. Raichu Army, yes. So maybe one day we could get a new Alola game. That way we can get Alolan Raichu on the new systems. As long as we can send it into home, which I'm going to be assuming is going to be a multi-generational platform, not just 2 generations. Since it's available on mobile and Switch, so I assume it's just going to be completely accessible for basically the rest of time. What was that? Oh. What about the Gimmighoul, Gholdengo, and Chestless Gimmighoul? Gimmighoul and Gholdengo I have obtained through the raid events, but I'm guessing, yeah, with the roaming form Gimmighoul, we do not count that because you cannot obtain it within Scarlet and Violet. That one requires Pokemon Go, so by definition, it does not qualify for the challenge because it is a Pokemon Go capture, not a Scarlet and Violet capture. So it does not count. But if you're unable to get the chest form Gimmighoul and Gholdengo outside of the Terra Raid event, then you can just skip them. Just leave the gaps open for them. At least that's what I would do if I wasn't able to get them yet. Yeah. I don't understand what was the point in shiny locking them, because they managed to do static legendary encounters, or just static encounters in general in the previous game. So why were they not able to do it in this game? Sword and Shield was able to do shiny static encounters. Is that... Oh, it's just Shelder, okay. Yeah, if they were actually able to do shiny static encounters, Gimmighoul and Gholdengo would have been easily obtainable. Pokemon weird like that. But yeah, they're very weird. Like, they're basically against people having fun. Like, for the ordinary casual player, it's not gonna matter to them. But for a hardcore player who loves to shiny hunt, yeah, it's gonna matter to them a lot. Because we won't be able to get some of these Pokemon for a long time. Like, Victini! Victini has been a thing since 2010? 2011? 2010? I think 2010. It's been a thing since then. 15 years, it still doesn't have a shiny. At least no legal ones. And based with Pokemon Home's, like, Pokédex rewards, it seems like they're trying to make it possible for people to obtain their mythical Pokemon now. But they need to step it up a notch, because, Some Pokemon are straight up impossible to obtain without Pokemon Go. And Pokemon Go is not forever. It's a live service game. And a lot of people are quitting. And that is a shiny Shellos! Yeah, sorry, Pokemon Go is not forever. If it shuts down, methods of obtaining certain shiny Pokemon are gone. That go for it. But yeah, without Pokemon Go, some shinies are straight up impossible to obtain. Which absolutely sucks. So yeah, roaming form Gimmighoul, a bunch of shiny mythical Pokemon, some shiny legendary Pokemon because they're only huntable in that game for some reason. Yeah. They need to... Game Freak needs to come up with a failsafe for if Pokemon Go ends up shutting down. Because if Pokemon Go shuts down, then it'll be impossible to obtain certain shinies. They'll have to make it possible on the mainline games. Alright, there we go. So it's both forms of shiny Gastrodon. Now, I just realized something. The next hunt is Dusk Lycanroc. But the problem is, we're probably going to be spending the next hour doing absolutely nothing. Because I need to collect eggs. Hey. Thank you for the clip. There is my clip for the day. I have not done a clip in ages, actually, so that's actually perfect. Thank you. But, yep. Because we have been destined to do an egg hunt, the next hour will be boring. Like, extremely boring. So, let me just sort out this. I need to edit the message, edit sub action, and I need to remove Gastrodon. There we go. The command has been updated. So now the fun part. Now we've gotten Gastrodon. My next hunt is Dusk Lycanroc, and I've not prepared any eggs, so for the fun part, time to make a sandwich, collect eggs for half an hour, make a second sandwich, collect eggs for another half an hour. Have to go, sorry. But no worries, no worries. Thank you for being here. So, this next bit is going to be fun. Can I get a timer on here? Can I get a browser source timer? Please don't be a plugin. Oh, it's just a browser source. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. And timer. Shut up. It is... So it is 30 minutes. Can I turn off the bouncer? Yes. Shut up. It stopped the fading. Yeah, that's better, that's better. And the color... Okay, and no title, don't need a title. Okay, and let's have a look. Browser source, timer. Let's see. Okay, how do I reset it? No. How do I change it? Do I just reload the page? I think I need to reload the page in order for it to reset. We'll just check. Nope. I just completely wiped it. Oh! I can just click refresh. Alright, that works, that works. Okay, so how this works, every 3 minutes, I will collect some eggs. Brian. Brain. Yeah, with that topic of Brian, did you know I have TTS now? If 50 bits are donated, then, or 50 bits are cheered, then TTS is possible. Theoretically. Yeah, theoretically, TTS is possible with 50 bits. I don't know if I should go cheaper or not. I have not had any feedback on it yet. Right, there we go. Right, so now, the fun but boring part. This is going to be the next hour of stream. Thank you, Crimson. What the fuck? I'm not answering that question. So, Crimson, you dedicated the next hour to sitting in front of an egg basket. How do you feel? This would be the next hour. This is the only downside about egg hunts. It takes forever just to start collecting eggs. At least in Sword and Shield, it's more tolerable, because you can get the full batch of eggs, and then when one hatches, you can just collect a new one and replace it. You can just keep repeating that cycle in Sword and Shield. They just keep collecting new eggs from the nursery while at the same time hatching them. But in Scarlet and Violet, you can't do it simultaneously. You can't even access your boxes while in the picnic. So we'll probably hit the 2-hour mark by the time we get all of the eggs obtained. Be roughly 120 eggs. So how is your day going? Tiring. That's basically every single day. As most days are for me. Oh, hold on. So how was yesterday going? Same story, really. I don't have very interesting days. But I'm hoping eventually, once I get more work shifts, I'll be able to get some funny work stories. Because that'll be content. Hilarious work stories. Although nothing crazy's happened yet. Most because I've only had Sunday shifts and it's not as busy on a Sunday. Hopefully hopefully soon I can get a week shift. Maybe then I can get a crazy story. Although I guess the only crazy story I've had so far, during my last shift, I accidentally left my water bottle behind. And thankfully my boss was able to drop it off for me. So how is tomorrow going? How the fuck am I supposed to know that? Next week Thursday. How am I supposed to know? When is that anyway? That's the 4th, I think. Yeah, that's the 4th. Is the Rockruff dead? I think Rockruff's dead. Yep, so once the first 30 minutes are up, then we'll reset the timer after making a new sandwich. Yeah, every 3 minutes. We'll reset the timer after each sandwich. We'll only do 2 major batches. So that should lead to roughly 120 eggs. That pun was not intentional. God damn it. Yep, so about 120 eggs per batch. Hopefully I can get a shiny. Because I did flip in 6 boxes worth of shinies and didn't get anything from them somehow. Help me catch up to speed. Well, Necro, remember that redeem that I mentioned and that Crimson chose Dusk Lycanroc? Ow. Remember that redeem? Well, because I didn't have any eggs prepared, we're now hunting the own-tempo Rockruff to evolve into said Dusk-Lycan-Rock. And it takes me about an hour to collect my eggs. So we're going to be sitting in front of the egg basket for the next hour! This is why I'd normally do it ahead of time. But in this case, I didn't prepare. So we're going to be stuck here for the next hour. Because I didn't think we were going to be doing this hunt today. So yep, 1 full hour of just standing here. Holy hell. Yep. It'd be more interesting if we, was it Midnight Cowboy? Was that the movie? Was that what the movie was called? Yeah, the movie I'm thinking of, it's the one that debuted the term, "Hey, I'm walking here." It debuted that term. Like, it made people think New Yorkers always say that. It'd be more interesting if I was doing that, huh? Well, Crimson, let's be honest. If you saw Ditto, we'd be hunting Ditto right now, correct? So, it's not entirely my fault. Because there were so many other hunts that could have been done. Crimson is like the little imp that likes to show you the faults in your redeems. Well, I can also show Crimson the faults in being timed out. I have the power, remember? I can even summon my mod. He has the power as well. Hold on a sec. Where is he? You're abusing the rules. You're finding loopholes. Next time I do this, there's going to be 3 separate commands. And the egg hunts would be planned before stream. I say that, but I probably won't. Hey. The Rockruff is still dead. Okay, now the Rockruff is sleepwalking. What the hell? Why is the Rockruff sleepwalking? He still has the sleepy particles. He's an EP boy. Still EP. But you know what? Because we're doing the egg collections on stream, we're only going to do 60 eggs. I feel like that might be a better idea than waiting a full hour to collect eggs. Then we could speed things along a bit. So the next hunt already then, huh? Minior. We've got someone who's abusing my systems! Alright. I'm going to... Hold on a sec. Power-ups. I'm going to disable that for now. So now we have the next 2 hunts in preparation. So, Prodigy, the debate. Somebody is basically going to make the stream a bit boring for the next 30 minutes or 15 minutes because they wanted me to hunt Lycanroc and I need eggs for Lycanroc. That's the debate, basically. I know it sounds petty, but I'm a petty boy. So, Lycanroc or no Lycanroc? I mean, we already have the next 2 Pokemon hunts prepared. Because now we have a Minior prepared. I've disabled the Redeem until I get Minior. So yeah, I have the Redeem disabled for now. Once we get the Dusk Lycanroc and the Minior is shiny, I'll re-enable the Redeem. And here's hoping I can get the Rockruff. Not a debate, play bonus rules. You exploited the rules and created your own loopholes. You just... I'm being a petty bitch, that's what I'm being! This stream is allowed to break its own rules. Thank you, Necro. Hey, you want to know why I did this? Content, bitch. Content! Gotta do something while we wait, huh? Might as well have some fun. Trying to go into lore about something in my life. Oh? Okay, okay. You picked the one just person to be petty. Yeah, like I said, it's not personal. It's just I'm just trying to have some fun. It's not a serious one. I'm literally just playing around because I'm bored. And Prodigy, as I said, none of this is serious. I just wanted to get another person in here to make things more interesting. So you need to... I know I'm being nice today. But yeah, in all seriousness though, my way of rectifying the situation, we only do 60 eggs instead of 120. That way it's 30 minutes of egg hatching while we have funny conversations, and then another possibly 30 minutes, maybe 20 of hatching the eggs. And then rinse, repeat until we get the shiny. There was no contract. There was no legal contract, so I would say no. You never signed a contract. I never created a contract. There was no contract at all. Does verbal not count? No. Majority of the time, verbal contracts never count. It normally needs to be on the paper. Or it's gonna... Oh yeah, you would know all about that, wouldn't you, Prodigy? Huh? Okay, now one, two. Oh, only two. I like how Prodigy's taking this so seriously, even though it was literally just a bit. The whole thing was just a bit. Unless it's expanding on the bit. I like to be hyper-logical. Yeah, the whole thing was literally just a bit. I wasn't being serious. I was joking the whole time. It was a bit. I lost my breath. It's simply a case of keeping things within the bit. It's a case of retaliation for bullying the streamer. I don't really know. Actually, no, never mind. Scratch that. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what for. It doesn't make any sense. No, you're joking. I just like my law. I know. Because that you had an Ace Attorney phase at one point. Now you're a Hashira. You're going through your Demon Slayer phase now. You've always got your phases on Discord. But I don't mind it, because I always see more interesting gifts every single time. There's always nice and fancy gifts. Gifts? Gifts. What was Necro about to say, huh? Oh, that's angry. You still there, Necro? Hmm? Probably not. Duty calls, I guess. Oh no, she's still here. Necro, did you did you hear what I said about the TTS earlier? Did I mention the TTS to you yet? Because I've got it all planned out. I don't know if it's good to go yet because I haven't had any feedback on the price to activate it so far. Yeah. At the moment, it's set at 50 bits, but I don't know whether I should make that cheaper or more pricey yet. I didn't want to go too expensive because that wouldn't be fair. So if we want me to reduce it, I can gladly do that. Yeah, it uses the classic Brian TTS, because when you think of Twitch, like when you think of a TTS bot, then Brian is the one most people think of. think 50 is a good starting point. Okay. That's good then. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you. Fun fact. The bird behind the meep is called a woodcock. The bird that does the meep is called a woodcock. In case anyone didn't know that yet. Burp says a tongue twister. What the fuck? What? Okay. Oh, but one thing I don't know for sure, I don't know if the TTS will actually work. I mean, I assume it would, because the sound effects have gone through, so I would assume that the TTS would be able to go through as well. I guess it technically be. I mean, I could probably. Is it possible for me to test it out? Can you not... Yeah, I was just thinking that. Maybe I could go to Stream Elements and give it the test. The TTS settings. Emulate. Okay, let's do the test then. Okay, let's do the test. Oh, yep. Okay. It works. But it's doubled on my end. I don't know if that's actually how it is on there, or if it's just because I heard it through Stream Elements as well. But it works. It works. Save that. Yeah, at the very least it works. Did I miss it? Probably? Because I definitely heard it. I could do another test. Hold on. Emulate. Chia. Custom. You hear it? Was it heard? No? And this is where we do the tests! What the fuck have I done then? Or I'm just deaf. I heard it twice on my end. I heard it twice. But if you didn't hear it, something's going on. No, I didn't hear it. This is why we do the testing first. How the fuck did I screw up? It's part of the sound alerts thing. Just regular alerts? we got these ones? Properties. Control audio via OBS. So technically got two kinds of alerts on here now. I don't know if... Is that right? One. Oh, hold on. Collecting eggs, collect eggs, collect eggs. Alright, we'll do one more test and then hopefully... Alright, let's see.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom.
Did you hear it that time? Was that audible? Loud? Okay, okay. Okay, at least you heard it. At least you heard it. Right, another test, another test.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom.
Is that better? Better? Okay, awesome, awesome. Hope you liked the little thing I did there for the testing. Just mushroom. And only mushroom. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Oh. Just ending text. This is like the flippin' meme. Top caption, bottom caption. I didn't sort it out. Oopsies. Alright, we just hide that for now. Alright. Okay, so we got 66 eggs from that, and there's a hydrate. So hopefully we can get a shiny within these 66 eggs. Alright, we just pop these down here, so it's easier to pop them in my party. No, over here. Alright, let's boost through Alphanada and see if we can get the shiny Rockruff. Either we won't get it in this batch at all, or we'll get it so flippin' early that we're going to patch basically all of the eggs without any shiny luck. Preferably, I'd hope to get it near the end of the patch, because then it feels like we still have a goal to do. But the only reason we still have to hatch the eggs after getting the shiny, we can't get rid of the eggs without hatching them first. Once they're in our boxes, the only way to get rid of them is to hatch them. As far as I know, there is no other way to get rid of an egg besides hatching them. Okay. So let's hope the blue boy shows up soon. Look, he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Okay, so yeah, after Rockruff is done, then obviously Minior is after that. But hopefully these two hunts don't take too long. And the only reason I'm doing Minior through eggs, because if you've seen how it's encountered in the wild, nah, you can only see it in its meteor form in the wild, and it covers the shiny. We can't see if it's shiny or not with the meteor form. We can only see if it's shiny in the core form. And you can only see it by lowering its HP, or in the menus. So that kinda sucks. And sure, you can get it through outbreaks. I can even isolate it in the Chargestone Cavern. But it requires auto battle, which it takes forever. I mean, if it's done through eggs, it's basically no issue at all. It's not the most annoying hunt in this game, Crimson, don't worry. I'm not going to say which one's the most annoying one, because you'll take advantage of that and make that the next hunt. Actually, no, I can just... You know what? No. This will be the verbal contract. You're not allowed to vote for Ditto. That's only on the list because I need to obtain it. That doesn't mean you can choose Ditto. It's me. I don't even think I've even got any mushroom Pokemon still left. Yeah, I got Brute Bonnet, I got a Moongus. Those are basically the only mushroom... You can't do that. Yes, I can. It's my rules. I can break them as I wish. I always plan to have Ditto be the last hunt of this challenge. I'm not going to change that now. Because personally, it's the most annoying hunt. Because you have to use auto battle to be able to encounter its shiny. And you can't breed for it because it's a Ditto. You can't breed Ditto. Yep, Ditto is there. But it's only because the list is unobtained Pokemon. Mousehold could be the next one. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. At least with Mousehold, I can change the saturation of my TV monitor. So, yeah, this is a strategy I saw. If you alter the saturation to make blue more prominent, then it actually makes it slightly easier to be able to hunt down Tandemaus. Because if it's not extremely blue, then it's the shiny. So that's a trick I'm going to try out. Yep, that's going to be my little trick. It's one I actually can't pull off in handheld mode, so I'm probably 100% going to stream that shiny. But even if I do get the shinies, it's a 1 in 100 chance to get the family of 3. So that's the pain for that one. But I've already done a 1 in 100 chance form before, being the Dunsparce. So hopefully I can conjure little eyes. See with that. Hey! Have you seen how tiny Tandemaus is? Tandemaus is microscopic! Do I have one in my party? I don't have any in my boxes. Okay, I'll use this as an example. Because it basically doesn't change any size. Look how small it is! And this is the shiny! Unless you pay attention, you can't tell the difference. Look how small it is! And the Tandemaus themselves don't change size. They just have smaller mice next to them. Bigger than our combined brain cells still. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's undeniable. Although I guess technically Necro has a few more brain cells because her body secretes poison as a mushroom. Like she said, the red toadstool is extremely poisonous to humans. So there are a couple more brain cells that allow the toxins to spread. Hey. Error counts 1.5, maybe 0.5 combined. Yeah, that sounds about right. So 2 in total. Mm-hmm. So with Meteor, I've never actually seen a Meteor be hatched before because most of the time it's normally done in science encounters. But will it hatch with its core form or its meteor form? That's what I want. I assume it would hatch with the core form. And with Meteor, I'm not going to go for every single different core pattern because the shiny is only a singular color. So it doesn't matter. If it's just for the regular living form decks, then yes, because all the different forms are visible. But with the shiny form, they're all a solid black. All 6, 7 of them? All of them have a solid black shiny. If it was the old home renditions, then maybe. But they got updated to be the actual black shiny again. So didn't have to worry about that then, did we? Right. I think one thing I also need to try and add to my stream layout. Well, not really the layout, more like for the Twitch chat. I'm thinking I might add, like, was it BTV? The thing that allows for, like, the different emotes? I think that's what it was called. But whatever it is that allows the emotes to show up in chat when you put in a certain text. That, I think I might need to do at some point. Make things a bit more interesting. What, that bot from Necro that just targets people? What? What are you on about? Am I missing something? You wanted monsters? Oh, no. Because I'm always asleep by the time she streams. At my time, Necro streams at 1 in... not 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I'm normally asleep by that time. Yeah. There's my excuse. Time schedules don't match up. Well, yeah, but unlike you, I have chronic fatigue and I need to have a somewhat decent sleep schedule because I have a job. So, yeah, I have important priorities in life. Fly on my screen. School. Okay. Well, that's even worse. It just means you're being irresponsible with your sleep schedule. I'll only break the sleep schedule when ZA releases. Because then I'll try and stream the game for as long as I possibly can. But targeting certain shinies. Ooh. I'm leaving. Run normal on 4 hours of sleep. Oh, I could not handle that. If I ran on 4 hours of sleep, I would fall asleep throughout the day and probably wake up at 3 in the afternoon. I'd have my breakfast and then fall asleep for about 6 whole hours. Maybe even longer. I mean, sometimes I'll still get a decent sleep, but I'll just wake up slightly early and it won't be enough. Hey, hey. This is the fun part about eggs. This is why I hope to get all the Scarlet and Violet egg hunts done sooner than later. Because if I can get them all out the way, then that is probably the most time-consuming hunt out and done. Like, completely. Wait, what's happening? Crimson being irresponsible with his sleep schedule, that's what's happening. And I'm reprimanding him for it. Yes, punish him! Seems like it's more effective from you, Necro. Wasn't really responsible. Yeah? Staying up until 3 in the morning to watch a live stream, and you have, like, real-life priorities you have to deal with, and the time schedules for those are very strict. Yes, you are being irresponsible with your sleep schedule. As far as that goes, I have no room to talk. I mean, fair enough. I've had insomnia since I was 10. Damn. I mean, that's a different scenario. You have a reason to not have a good sleep schedule. Yeah, you have a reason for it, Necro. Crimson doesn't. Necro, you have a combination of insomnia and chronic fatigue. That's a horrific combo. As far as we know, Crimson has neither. This is true. So you have a good excuse, Necro. Crimson is a strong... His words. Wanna know something bad about my Crohn's? My chronic disease, Crohn's. I got it from both sides of the family. So... I've got it twice as bad, technically. I mean, theoretically, I got it from the father's side. But my mother already had it. So... Or at the very least, the previous generations already had it. So... I got it twice as worse. So my gut pains have been twice as bad as they should have been. We really blaming Granny Spore now. We're actually blaming Granny Spore, huh? I mean, to be honest, yeah. I think the same thing too. Yeah. Not only did I inherit bad joints, bad chronic illness, and fucking bad eyesight. All from my mother. Possibly the grandmother and great-grandmother as well. Emily definite proof. Although, to be honest, the bad eyesight was probably just a cause of the Crohn's, so... It might not have entirely been her fault. But the majority of the family wears glasses or contacts, so it might just be bad genetics. I think when I go to TwitchCon next year, I'm probably going to be wearing contacts, because... Yeah, it's easier to deal with then. Don't have to worry about glasses. Especially when wearing a mask. Because, I am... 100%, I'm 100% going to be wearing a face mask at a convention. Because that is a breeding place for diseases. So you say some things are just related to the Crohn's instead of separate issues. Yeah. Yeah, we truly believe my eyesight worsening was a cause of Crohn's. Both nearsighted or far-sighted. I struggle seeing things from afar, but up close I'm fine. You don't want comfort? Yeah, because I have a weakened immune system, so it'll be a lot worse. Thankfully, last time I went to a convention, I got lucky and didn't get anything. Like when I went to TwitchCon Paris. But I don't know how it's going to be in Rotterdam. Because, by then, I will have saved up for the tickets. So, I'll most likely be going to TwitchCon Rotterdam next year. It'll only be for the weekend. I mean, it'll probably only be for the Saturday. Because we can't exactly plan holidays around that. I mean, I will probably have to plan a holiday. Because That is a very, very quick trip. So it had L5s, but close-up things disappear. Ooh. Yikes. So basically, for someone who uses electronics a lot, that's torture, basically. Eesh. I mean, I'm okay up close with my PC, but it's still a little bit blurry, like from where I'm sitting. So I'm not completely nearsighted, because the distance is still not that far. But up like really close, it's fine. Oh, yeah, something else I want to talk about with Oh wait, hold on. No, it's care. What to actually explain shan't be so confusing, but there's a lot more issues with my eyes. But I'm just gonna keep it there. All right, fair enough, fair enough. How about to move on from that? We could go back to talking about Legends ZA, I guess, because I want to like explain why I came to the decision with my specific team. So more than likely, wait. Question: What? Don't you have a problem? Yeah. More than likely in Legends EA, the Hoenn starters, we have no idea if the Hoenn starters are even going to be in the game, which would suck because I love Swampert. I want to use Mega Swampert in a playthrough outside of Orcs. Because we couldn't access Mega Evolution in Sun and Moon until the post-game. And then every game after that, Mega Swampert was inaccessible. So I really, really hope the Hoenn starters get added. I kind of hope they do, because Mega Blaziken was introduced in X and Y, so they're including Oras Megas. Because it'd be stupid if they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be using any of the new starters. The new collection of starters, I'm not using any of them. This is going to be the first time I ditch the starter at the beginning of the game. I don't want to use any of them. Chikorita, I only use in Colosseum. Totodile, I only use in Johto, Gen 4. And Tepig, I don't care about. I don't like Tepig. So I'm not going to be using any of them. And in Kalos, there's access to 6 starters in X and Y. Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. All of those are probably going to be in the game. I mean, Charizard's already in the game, and it'd be stupid to not have the Kalos starters in the game. So we're probably going to have all 6 of those starters in the game at the minimum. Hopefully the Hoenn starters too, so then that would basically make 4 sets of starters in the game. Would rather take a Pikachu. I mean, we could probably get Pikachu, but I'm not going to have Pikachu because I've never used a Raichu on my team. But yeah, I'm probably going to try and catch Froakie and Chespin in the wild, and Froakie will be... Well, I will consider Froakie as my starter. So technically, I will pick Totodile, just so I can have the right type matchups. But then once I can get a Froakie, Totodile is being boxed. However, if I can get a Mudkip, then Froakie will be boxed. So yeah, I'm going to go with the assumption that the Hoenn starters probably won't be in the main story, or will not be in the game at all. So I'm probably just going to have Froakie as my true starter. Okay, are we gonna switch to my phone? Okay, okay. I'll hold off the combo until you're back on your phone then. Let me get all of these up. So, I had these up with, mine and Celestics Soul Link. I'm gonna swap things around now. So I'm gonna list up the Pokemon I want to have on my team. Rather grab something like in Route 1. I don't care about those three. Maybe a Tepig because Black and White growing up, but nah. Yeah, if Black and White, technically Tepig is the best for story progression, but 1. Snivy is best, and Oshawott is adorable. Is there any Pokemon you absolutely hate? I don't know about an absolute hatred. I don't know. Hold on a sec. Let me just sort these out. Where is Chandler? Where are you, Chandler? There you are. Then the 4th one will be... where is it? I'm looking through all my sprite sheets right now. Where is Hawlucha? There it is. Hawlucha. And you'll never guess it. Okay, and the last one, I'm sure Necro is going to love this one. Where is the sprite? I know I've gone too far, I've missed it. Ah, there's Bill Devil. So right here, what you see at the bottom of the layout is the team I plan to use, with exceptions to Garchomp, because it's a stand-in for a ground-type Pokemon. And okay, if I'm being completely honest, there is a certain Pokemon in the Mega Leagues which I want to have on my team. If it ends up being real, it's going to go on my team. But I'm not going to spoil it, so I'm going to put Garchomp on here. Why Hawlucha? Why not Hawlucha? I gained a love for Hawlucha because of Sun and Moon, specifically the Ultra games. The Ultra games, Hawlucha is one of the best Pokemon in the game. You like Spritzy? I mean, Spritzy's okay. It's Aromatisse that is god-awful. You know what? Yeah, I think Aromatisse is my least favourite. There you go. Okay, so, with the team I plan on using, Greninja, Chestnut, Chandelure, Hawlucha, Ground-type Pokemon. It's only a Garchomp for now. No Pro. I mean, I don't care for Perugly, but I don't absolutely hate it. And of course, Scolipede. I think it's funny that Perugly has the same speed as Latios. I think that's what makes Perugly a bit better for me, just because it's got funny speed stats. Alright, let me swap out what I really want. If the boy shows up. not going to be that much of a difference. Let me just find the right Pokemon. Alright, there we go. So if Swampert will be available in the main story, there will not be a Greninja, because Swampert will be my water type, and it will double as my ground type. So Lopunny will be on my team, because the last time I used Mega Lopunny was in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. I mean, Lopunny in general, the last time I used it was in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. Just because that's the last time Lopunny was unbelievably broken. Because the way it normally evolves, it evolves through friendship. And then when it evolves, it learns Return on Evolution. A move that is stronger the more friendship the Pokemon has with its trainer. So you can tell why Lopunny was pretty damn good in Generation 7. And then toss in the Mega Evolution. Whew. Damn, it was good. I mean, I didn't get to use the Mega till the post-game, but damn! So I want a chance to use Mega Lopunny again, plus the design's awesome. I'll probably call the Lopunny Mirko, based on obviously the My Hero character. But most likely I probably won't get to use it. Most likely Swampert won't be available in the main story, so I probably won't be able to use Lopunny. Which will suck heavily. Because I want to use it again. And personally, I think Lopunny is disadvantaged without its Mega. Case 1. The fighting type. Even if it loses Return, it can still have many more powerful normal type attacks. Unless for some reason Return comes back in ZA, which it probably won't. We almost got it back in BDSP, but they removed it after it showed up in the trailer. But yeah, those are my two possible teams, and Chandelure is confirmed because it was seen in a trailer. Scolipede has not been confirmed, but it was in the X and Y regional Pokédex, so there's a good chance it could return. Which is why I put it on the team. Because I actually want to use it in a playthrough for once. And also I got a bit of love for it when I was doing a Professor Oak's challenge in X and Y, and I got Shiny Venipede. Right, my boy, isn't it? It would suck heavily if Scolipede didn't show up. I want to say something, but I don't think it would be right for me to say it, because it would be me talking about the leaks, and talking about which Pokemon showed up on the leaks. I don't know if I don't think you two would want to hear that, so I don't know whether I should say it or not. Can I say it? Or should I stay quiet until they get revealed? If they get revealed, that is. I don't mind. I don't want leaks, just reveal stuff. Okay, in that case... Yeah. Just tell me when you've muted the stream and then I'll just tell Necro about it. If you're okay with that. Just let me know when you've muted the stream and then I'll let Necro know. Muted. Okay. So, Necro. There have been a few Pokemon that have been leaked to receive new Mega Evolutions. This Mega Leak has been 3 for 3 so far, with Dragonite, Victreebel, and Harlucha. So the chance of its credibility has drastically increased just because of those 3 Pokemon. But that's not where it stops. My team, I plan to have every single Pokemon Mega Evolve. You can see where this is going. Because, Chandelure is predicted to get a Mega. The Carlo starters are predicted to get Megas. Excadrill is rumoured to get a Mega, which is the ground type I want on my team. And the last one on the Mega League, Mega Scolipede was on the Mega League, which is a big reason I want to use it. I want to use a Mega Scolipede, and I feel like muting the stream did not help. But yeah, Mega Scolipede has been rumoured to return through this Mega League, which is already 3 for 3 with predictions, so it's very credible so far. If it's truly real, we could get Mega Scolipede. In fact, would you like me to go through all of them? Because I don't remember them all off by heart. If he doesn't, I'm coming for your kneecaps. Blame the people who leaked it. Legends EA. Where is it? Where is leaks? Yeah. Mega Evolutions. Okay. Just tell me when to unmute in chat. Okay. So Necro, would you like to know all of the Pokemon that have been rumored to get new Megas through the Mega League? All of them. Would you like to know? Would you like to know them, Necro? Alright, so the first one, Mega Clefable, which is rumoured to be a fairy flying type. Mega Victory Bell, which has been confirmed. Mega Starmie, which is possible because one of our rivals has a Staryu as an ace. So it's possible that she gets Mega Starmie. And then Mega Dragonite, which has obviously been confirmed. And surprisingly remains a dragon flying type. The next one, Mega Meganium, which becomes a fairy type, which I'd say would seriously help Meganium. Like, getting access to one of the best typings in the game. Meganium goes from one of the worst starters to one of the best because of Mega Evolution. The next one, Mega Feraligatr, which is rumoured to become a dragon type. Mega Skarmory, which, honestly, it just looks like a slight redesign of the shiny Skarmory. Then, Mega Frostlass. Mega Emboar, which I don't care about. Mega Excadrill, which I want to use it if it happens. Mega Scrafty, which has a possibility of being true, because our second rival has a Scraggy as an ace, so he could possibly use Mega Scrafty. Then the boy, Mega Scolipede, Mega Electros, Mega Chandelure, Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, Mega Greninja, Mega Pyro, Mega Eternal Floette. This will be the first case of a Pokemon not fully evolving and then getting access to Mega Evolution. So it's not Mega Florges, Mega Eternal Floette specifically. And then Mega Malamar, Mega Barbaracle, which becomes a fighting type rather than a water type. Mega Dragalge, why is this symbol there? Oh! Mega Dragalge has potentially leaked, that's why that symbol's there. And then Mega Hawlucha, which we got. Mega Zygarde, which might tie into the story. Mega Drampa, and Mega Phalanx, which I would definitely be looking forward to. Alright, no more talking about the leaks. Alright, no more leaks talk. Back to normal talk. But yeah, regardless of what Pokemon may get Megas or not, I still plan on using that team. It may change if we get different Megas, but that is the team I will try and run with. I mean, I can always do slight changes and modifications to it. Wait, did I? Yeah. Alright, so once all these eggs are done, then we'll finish up for the day. I don't know how many we've got left. Get back. Oh, hello, Crimson. Luckily for you, I just got done talking about the leaks. Let me just close the tab. Boop. Okay. But yep, we're done talking about the leaks now. We'll only talk about officially revealed stuff. So, yeah, Dragonite, Victory Bell, and Hawlucha are the only confirmed new Megas so far. And by the looks of it, it seems like we might be getting a new Mega almost every week. Either every week or every other week. So we might be able to see 4 or 5 new Megas by the time the game comes out. Which would be cool. It won't be anywhere near enough. If it's going to be a new game focusing with new Mega Evolutions, they better include a lot of them. And back. God damn it, Necro! I said all that for nothing now! Alright, you know what? Hold on. Sorry, I'm in and out thing. Yeah, okay. Necro, I will DM you the new Megas, because I just said I was done talking about the leaks because Crimson doesn't want to hear it. So I'll DM you the new ones and then just share your excitement. Then we don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, okay. Where are you? There we go. No, not this one. No, okay. No, what am I doing? Hold on. So I'm just going to type in all the ones that were possibly leaked. might take me a bit to type all these up, so give me a second. Okay. Okay, this next one. Next one. Okay, next one. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. There we go. Necro, I've sent you the list of the new potentially leaked megas. And apparently some of them have actually gotten images leaked, so... I'm not going to say which ones. I've listed down which ones might have type changes, if they have them, in the leaks. I've also put the white check marks for the ones that have ended up coming true. Those being Dragonite, Victory Bell, and Halucha. And apparently there's another one happening later on, but like not going to be in the base game. Apparently there's going to be some sort of DLC later on. I don't know. That one I have no idea about, but these ones at the very least are mostly credible, just because of those 3 that have been revealed that were perfectly matching. Like, even with the descriptions that were provided before we had, like, basic renders. They were even accurate to those as well. Where should I go? Huh? What? What was that in English? Okay. What? Yeah, we're not gonna even grab Eevee, Pikachu, Bagon, Buddy with a 0. Oh, you mean like which Pokemon you should go for? I mean, yeah. If we really think about it, there might be 4 sets of starters in this game. If they keep the Hoenn starters around, we might be able to get 4 sets of starters in this Legends game. Literally double the amount of starters from the previous game. So we'll have the new Research Trio, the Carlos Trio, the Kanto Trio, and the Hoenn Trio, hopefully. At the very least, we're probably definitely going to get 3 sets of starters. Just because we already have Mega Charizard confirmed, so the other 2 are basically threat next to it. Oh, you're on about Cobblemon. Right. Sorry. Are you on about a Cobblemon starter? Pick Bagon. Go for Bagon because it's the only one in that whole set that can Mega Evolve. That's the only reason. Just do that for a little bonus. No Mudkip picks? Huh? You didn't list down Mudkip though. I chose based on the options you provided. I would say pick Mudkip, but Mudkip's mine. You're not having it. It's mine. Choose all the starters and you... I know how Cobblemon works! I play all of them! I've played Cobblemon! I'm technically in an SMP which I've not touched in months. I know about how Cobblemon works. Last time I played, I picked Mudkip. Just pick whichever starter you like the most. Yeah, unironically, I think the best trio of starters in all of the games is the Hoenn starters. Like, normally with each generation, there's always a starter I dislike the most. But for Hoenn, I like all 3 of them. Obviously, Mudkip's got a higher priority, but I like all 3 of them. I guess technically Blaziken has a slightly less priority. Wait, no. Do take the Chikorita, because then when Mega... Never mind. I almost leaked something. Make a Colosseum team, have Meganium. There we go. If you make a team that would work with Pokemon Colosseum, have Meganium. Because Meganium is the best grass type you can catch in that game. Some of the only other options, Sunflora and Jumpluff. Yeah. There's not really that many more options. So Meganium is actually the best grass type you can get in that game. I don't know how different it is for Gale of Darkness, but we'll find out one day. I mean, maybe? I mean, I might do my first Gale of Darkness playthrough on stream. Once they actually decide to release it. Because they're taking so long to release the GameCube titles. I just want to play Gale of Darkness. I don't care about Colosseum. I mean, I'd love to see it on there, but I already have Colosseum. In like an actual physical copy. So, hopefully Colosseum and Gale of Darkness to just both release at the same time. I'm sure they're going to be heavily restricted. You won't be able to trade any Pokemon at all. Which sucks. Unless for some reason Pokemon Company decides to re-release all the Generation 3 games and allow trading between them and home. Or like have Colosseum be compatible with Pokemon Home. Which I don't think would happen because it goes through Switch Online, which technically is an online service. And you can't have any cloud save data for any Pokemon games. But then again, you can't exactly delete them and then back them up there because they're linked to the account. So I think it could still be possible because it's linked to the account, not the save file. As long as the main account is still okay, then there's no real risk of cloud save data cloning, which is like the main concern for all the other ones. Alright. This here is the last egg of the day. Please be blue. Damn it, it's not blue. Alright. Alright. That was the last egg of the day. Oh, it's been 2.5 hours. Okay. Oh, sorry for the yawn, but... Alright. Is there anybody else possible to read today? There's one. Okay. Alright. We're going to be raiding Siren Inca tonight. So, I hope everyone had a really good stream. And I hope we all wish Inca a really good stream as well. Alright. Bye-bye.